Alright YouTube, now today I thought I'd make a quick video because something happened this week and it's starting to bug me a little bit, and I don't think it's a coincidence. Now if you watch my channel for a while, you'll know that I've been a video game and computer collector for quite a number of years now, pretty much since I was a little kid. We're talking back in the late 80s, and I've got, I probably couldn't count the amount of consoles I've got on one hand. If we're talking video game machines, I mean, I've got, Sega Master System, Mega Drive, Saturn, Dreamcast from Nintendo. I've got a GameCube, a N64, had the Wii, which I haven't got anymore. Amiga machines, I've got, Amiga 600, I've had a 500 in the past, 1200, CD32, the list goes on really. But I've only ever had, of all the video games machines that I've owned, of which they're, probably up there in the 20s or the 30s over the years, I've only ever had 2 of them die on me. And as you can tell from the array of machines behind me, maybe that will give you a little clue as to which machines I'm talking about. Well, the latest one that died on me was this, the PlayStation 3. Now, I've got the original fat model. I think mine was from probably around 2008. So you might think, maybe that was a reasonable lifespan for a console. I don't really agree with that though. Now, I got the problem that I've looked it up online. It was the flashing red light. I bought a new game. I bought Sleeping Dogs, which I wanted to play. Sat down, paid about 45 quid for it the other day. Put it on my machine, got to the title screen, then the console powered down and the red LED started flashing off and on. Tried rebooting it, left it off. Eventually got my disc out of it and looked up on a few forums and stuff. Called Sony support line, and basically it was component failure, the machine's dead, we need to exchange it for you. So that was the second console that's ever broken in my, let's say, 25-year history of video gaming. The one that broke before that was this one. An Xbox 360 original model. I got this probably around 2007, I believe. It's not the first Xbox 360 I had though. This is actually the 4th one. The original machine I had lasted about a year. Then I got the infamous Red Ring of Death. I called Microsoft, and their returns process is a bit cumbersome actually. What they do is they'd ship a box out to you. You then have to put your Xbox into it. And then they would send it away. Here in Europe, it got shipped off to Germany to their repair centre. They'd have it about 2 or 3 weeks and then they'd ship it back to you. Did that, got a new machine. That lasted about 2 weeks, I believe. Then that failed, so I shipped it back. I had to wait another 2 or 3 weeks. Got another machine, unboxed it, set it up. It was Red Ring of Death the minute I plugged it in. So that was my 3rd Xbox 360. Shipped it away to Germany again. I mean, in the end, we're probably talking, I was about 6-7 weeks without a console at one point. It was over Christmas as well. I delayed it a bit longer. It was about a month. Then I got this machine in, I think it was around late 2008. It's worked fine ever since, touch wood. Now, the point is, if we look at the range of machines I've got behind me, I've got a PlayStation 1 here. An original PlayStation 1. It's, from 1995. Still works perfectly fine. No problems with that at all. Then here we've got a PlayStation 2 from the year 2000, so this is 12 years old now. Not a single problem with it, worked absolutely fine. I've actually got 2 of these, both working flawlessly. If we look at the Xbox, I've still got the original Xbox from 2001. Forgot how heavy that was. Still working flawlessly to this day. And it got me thinking about other machines that have failed in recent years. Now, I've had 2 PC motherboards fail. And these are, recent machines that I've had. I think for me the average PC lifespan is around 3 to 5 years before a motherboard will fail on me. But then I've got, Commodore machines from the 80s, Amigas, Ataris, and they're all working fine. So I haven't really got, any evidence to prove this, but it seems to me like either modern machines are not being built to last anymore, or are they using crap components in them? Because, it can't be a coincidence that the only machines I've got that are dying seem to be ones that were made inside the last decade or so. What's your experience? Let me know. I mean, I'm not saying that older machines are completely infallible. They break all the time, but it just seems a bit of a coincidence out of say 25, 30 consoles that I own. The only 2 that I've ever had break on me would be the two current generation ones. So what do you think? Is modern hardware less reliable than the old stuff? Leave a comment below.